that be cool if there was a rock and roll inductee class cipher each time where they all got together and just made this one big song?
Imagine Soundgarden and Outkast on one song.
Yes, dude, take my money.
Soundgarden and Outkast on a song. Yeah. There you go.
Take my money
God
right now.
Dang it, dude.
Hey, blast off, I can talk my ass off. Hey, Smokey, what you seen, and I'll tell you what I saw. Hollywood, what you think, and I'll tell you what I thought. And we can talk about it all when we here on Trash Talk. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Trash Talkers Podcast.
We made it.
Football.
Yeah, what you want to talk about? Nah, you know
no football today?
Well, I'm just sick of the Falcons losing. Other than that, the Bulldogs are still winning, you know. You know what's crazy? I mentioned that on the last podcast, that they keep winning, yet the analysts keep talking about how bad they are. And they just blew out a team. And
wait, are we talking about the Bulldogs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they absolutely stomped out Mississippi State. And then right after that night, I had to turn on the SEC podcast to hear about, well, Texas is going to beat them. You know, they're not really that good. It's like, you can't win.
Can't do it,
Can't
man.
win, man.
Sucks to be a Georgia fan, man. We, do you know what was your prediction last time? Do you remember? We got to get a prediction.
Oh, dang. I do not remember who. Dang, I don't remember because it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
it wasn't last week. I don't remember who was playing.
Man, we got to figure out what your record is.
So far, it's like it was. I don't remember who I picked last time though.
Damn, not one.
No, well, we only did two, but the last one would have been the third one I picked. Let's see what the last Sundays. Did we do Sunday or Monday last?
I think
time?
you did the Bills, because I remember you had said the Falcons played, and then I think you did the Bills.
All right, so 2 weeks ago. Did we do the Chiefs and Commanders?
No, it would have either been Bills, Steelers, or Falcons. And I know it wasn't the Falcons.
Oh, see, I picked the Steelers to win that one, and they lost.
Damn it.
And the next week would have been the Seahawks, Commanders, Cardinals, Cowboys. I don't think I gave
No,
one for
you didn't
those.
give on that one.
Yeah, okay.
But, all right, so if we're 0 for 0 for 2, 0 for 3?
0 for 2.
All right, 0 for 2. So, bro, come on. Give us one. Who's going to win? Which one do you want to go for?
All right, we got the Steelers and Chargers coming up in a couple hours.
Whoever you're going to pick,
yeah.
I feel like you should
Bet
pick
on
the
opposite.
opposites.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I'm going with, you know what? If you want the Steelers to win, I'm going with the Chargers.
So you Chargers are going to win?
Yep, I'm going to say Chargers by 6.
So what's the score?
Let's go with 31-25.
31-25. Smokey
Yeah.
picks the Chargers. Let's see if we can get one win, dang it. Let's
Yeah.
see if we get one, man. No, with me, dude, I am just ready for vacation. God.
Yeah.
I'm just ready. I'm
Well,
just
you're
ready.
almost there.
It's, oh my God, dude. So close. Mm-hmm. All right. If you guys are new here, we always read the top 3 comments from the previous podcast. Do you remember what the last podcast was?
It was about Linkin Park.
Yes. It was titled, Will Emily Reach the Same Heights with Linkin Park as Chester did? Mm-hmm. There were some interesting comments, but the top 3 comments, I'll read those. And the number 3 most liked comment comes from you, Kim Zwolinski, says, I think Emily has a great voice, and I like some of the new songs. I don't think it's humanly possible for her or anyone else to surpass what Linkin Park with Chester achieved.
Yeah.
Lightning rarely strikes twice. I totally agree.
That is so true. Yeah.
Totally agree.
I mean, it kind of happened that way with Alice in Chains also, right?
Yeah.
Like, Big Willie's great, but
Big Willie.
it's kind of hard to surpass Lane Staley.
Yeah. The number 2 most liked comment from that podcast comes from you, Insurel says, on another note, Linkin Park has played to their largest crowds on this tour than they ever did in a non-music festival environment. Wow, really?
See, that kind of goes to what I was saying, that the crowds are still going to be there. They're still going to play arenas and maybe even stadiums. Who knows? But yeah, it's kind of give and take there.
Yeah, 100%. The number 1 most liked comment from that podcast comes from you, Lord Nathaniel. Lord Nathaniel says, Chester will be a part of people's hearts for the rest of their lives. Linkin Park's music touched people, and that's to be admired. Emily has been with the band for a little over a year now, and while even I was anxious at first as a longtime fan since age 10, but I still love their sound. It's still Linkin Park to me, and I think given time, they will have just as much impact on people. Chester's legacy lives on. His music is forever. They're making more music for people, and I'm here for it. Great comment.
Man, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how you need to look at
awesome.
it, right? Yeah. If you're a big fan of the band, then this is just the next phase.
Yeah, I mean, and even if the music sounds remotely close, you know what I mean? It's not. It's like your grandma making spaghetti is fire, and your grandmama could give that same exact recipe to your mom, and your mom make it for you, but it just don't hit the same.
Yeah.
But it's still good. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. Still good. You're still gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
What you got for today's topic, Smoke Dog?
Oh man, so the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just happened, and there were some interesting inductions, and I just wanted to talk about the Hall of Fame a little bit and Outkast going in there because that was a beautiful speech.
Yes, dude. Before we even talk about the speech, before we even talk about anything that happened at this induction, I want to say as a Southerner, coming two Southern rappers who grew up listening to Outkast when they were booed at the 95 Source Awards, where Andre 3000 said the golden rule: y'all can boo me now, but the South has got something to say. And boy, was he right.
Yeah.
He was 100% right. And to see that, damn, 95, that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Damn. So 30
Look how far it's came from then.
30 years later, now they're in the Hall of Fame, dude.
Yeah.
Outkast, just me, I'm just speaking as a fan, Outkast is one of the greatest groups ever.
Yeah.
They have the highest selling hip hop album ever. They are just a Southern staple where when everybody was doing and sipping on gin and juice, they was talking about eating fish and grits, riding on Cadillacs, and just talking about our Southern culture, and we embraced it. Everybody else did not understand it, but dang it, when they put it out there, we loved it, dude.
Crazy to think about, right? That we've come that far, because when that happened in 95, no one took the South serious.
They booed us. They
in
called us
hip-hop.
country bumpkins.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it was all either New York or L.A. and no one else.
Or
Like,
sitting gin and juice.
Really, who got respect back then outside of New York and L.A.?
I can think of one group, actually.
Who?
Ghetto Boys.
Yeah.
They got.
that is true.
They kind of meshed their way in,
Yeah.
They were the ones that were like, all right, we're kind of an exception. And I think the reason that is because they were kind of rapping on boom bap beats, and then Scarface coming in with that New York.
Oh yeah, he
like
was
one of the
and very lyrical.
greatest
too.
lyricists, dude. One of the greatest. But
Yeah.
that's one I can think of from
That
the
kind of
South.
kicked off the whole Texas movement, if you think about it. It almost feels like Atlanta and Texas, and you could even say New Orleans, all came up at the same time.
Yeah, damn, you can't leave Florida out too, though, man. Because Florida, with their bass movement, dude.
Yeah, Miami.
I mean, Two Live Crew.
Two Live Crew.
They had it on lock. Dude, see, this podcast is gonna make me just be a Southerner, and y'all finna see some real Southern come out. So just letting y'all know, man. But nah, it was cool to see them being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely, and that's another thing too. I feel like the bridge or the divide has bridged even more in recent years now that hip hop artists are getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because it seemed like at first it was kind of dissed on, right? That it like, well, this is rock and roll. This is like all these genres came from rock and roll. It all came from blues, to tell you the truth, if you want to go back farther than that. But rock and roll, I mean, hip hop is just another form of rock and roll. What samples were they using? They were using rock samples. It was an offshoot of the rock movement also. So, and people didn't want to accept that at first. I wouldn't say everybody. There was some people who didn't want to accept that. Like there should be a whole nother Hall of Fame for just hip hop.
Pimp C.
Yeah.
Pimp C was one. He was like, man, I don't want to be inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We make country rap tunes. Dude, I'm about to get real Southern on this one, yo. I'm sorry. I'm finna get real Southern, man. But you're right. There are some people who are out there and like, they don't deserve to be in the rock and roll. But like you said, I mean, it all originates from, you could say blues, but then you can go further back and be like, you could go to, African tribal music. There was a seed that was planted, and that from that seed just grew limbs and limbs and limbs.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't see anything wrong with it, and I think it helps, like I said, bridge the divide between the genres.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, there's no need for segregation amongst genres.
I agree. I agree, man. Music is music, dude. That's it's like the greatest question or the greatest answer to the question. Hey, what kind of music do you like? Yes. I
Yeah,
just like music, man.
that's what we do here. We like it all.
It's like music. So now, specifically speaking on Outkast for a second, dude, I got one thing that just irks me for some reason.
What's that?
I don't know why it hits me, and I know exactly why, because I'm a Southerner and I'm a huge Outkast fan. Andre being one of my favorite rappers, but Eminem was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before Outkast. I think that's a little disrespectful, dude.
Is it?
As a Southerner, man, think about Outkast has the best-selling rap album of all time. They've been doing it since the 80s. Eminem came out 90s. Like, don't you think Outkast should have been in before? I mean,
probably so. Yeah.
I would think Outkast should be in there before. Like, Eminem deserves it, 100%.
Yeah.
But I just think Outkast should have been there before.
Well, that's been the knock on the Hall of Fame all along, right? Is that
yeah.
there's these artists that had a gigantic impact in music, but yet they sit and wait while there's these other niche people that get in over them. I mean, you have to look at the people that are voting, you know, the academy that does this, whoever it is.
That's the thing. And you could also equate that with the Grammys. Because it's like, who is voting? Have you ever voted on who? Have you personally? Has any trash talker out there ever voted on who they would? Where do you vote?
We are the audience. Shouldn't we be the ones voting?
Right. And if you can vote, where do you go? Do you I know where to go vote if I'm making a presidential election, or where do I go to vote for who wants to be in the Hall of Fame? I would like to know and the people who are voting, if the public can't, even though we should be because we're the consumers, are they even qualified to do it? You know what I mean?
Let's see. Let's find out. Who are the people who vote on the inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? See what
The
AI.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees are selected by an international group, including artists, historians, and music industry professionals,
That's not fair.
along with a nominating committee. A fan vote also counts towards the final decision.
Okay,
There is a
where
fan
do you
vote
vote then?
somewhere. Yeah.
Where is that place at? What website is this? And you know what? Not even that, but this is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has been around forever. So where you can't. I'm sure there is a website, but where did they do it before? Like before the internet was a thing. Like where did everyone go to walk down and?
I would be willing to bet they didn't give a fan vote in those days.
Dude, you know the theory with the Grammys and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is like it's like, dude, we could make this crazy if you want, but like even with presidential elections, like they say, yeah, go vote, but it really don't matter. You know, we're like, remember when everybody boycotted the Oscars or the Grammys because it was like Kanye West, god dang it, this dude keeps coming up. Taylor Swift, you had the greatest. Taylor Swift, I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had the greatest video of all time. Iconic moment in music history. But the dude was right. At that point in time, Beyonce had the biggest director. I believe that was Hype Williams that actually directed, if I'm not mistaken, it was Drunk in Love. And somehow this young up-and-coming Taylor Swift beats Beyonce? How?
There's definitely, what do you want, favoritism?
Yeah?
Yeah.
But why?
It was just like, you know, did Kiss have to wait for however many years to get into the Hall of Fame?
Same, yeah.
And they, you know, everybody knows who Kiss is.
Man.
Everybody knows. But there were these niche artists that were just getting in, and people were like, who is this?
That's what I'm saying. So doesn't that make the consumer or the listener be like, dude, then what's the point of me even voting?
Yeah.
If this person...
I'd be willing to bet the fan vote, however that takes place, doesn't have that big of a sway on the outcome.
Let's all just take a moment and remember this. Jethro Tull beat Metallica and the greatest, what was it, best rock metal artist.
Yeah, the first time they had that.
Who voted on that? Who? Yeah. I mean, if that doesn't show you selective favoritism, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that was some people sitting in a room like, we really don't even like this thrash metal stuff. But we have a metal category now, so you know what? We really like Jethro Tull.
Man,
let's pick him, even though he's not even in that genre.
That's what I'm saying. That if that doesn't show you that something is happening that we don't see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, there's definitely
and
that.
I'll go back to the like when people were boycotting, I think it was the Grammys, and Jay-Z boycotted it, and because Jay-Z's like, dude, I've had #1 albums. Some people say I'm the best rapper of all time, and now you finally give it to me once we start to boycott, and he was like, I don't even want to go. No, I don't want it now.
At that point, it's tainted. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, well, now you want to give it to me. Now that everyone's.
The thing is like, if I was the committee and I believed in my system for picking, and then people start boycotting, I would not change it just because they're boycotting, because then you look guilty.
That's why Jay-Z did that. That's why he did it. He's like, well, now you want to give it to me? No,
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't want it.
Yeah, there's no point.
Hey,
Point. Yeah.
UPS it to me, brother. I'll just UPS it to me.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's and you know what? Again, I don't want to. I don't want to bring race into it at all. I don't want to.
The internet loves doing that.
If you want me to, I'll bring it up. You want me to?
I mean, that's where you're headed, right?
Well, I don't. All right, I will. There are people out there. Taylor Swift over Beyonce. Taylor Swift's the new up and comer. There are a lot of people out there who's like, oh, well, she got it because she's like. This isn't me saying it. There are people out there. Eminem. Oh, you get you're in the Hall of Fame before Outkast. Some people say oh, got it because he was white. I'm just saying it is a thing. And why is that a thing? Why do you think that is? Like,
I don't know if it is a thing.
Oh, it's definitely a thing.
So you're saying they're showing favoritism toward white people?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there are people out there.
I know it's a thing. That's the theory.
Right. So why?
I'd have to look at the analytics though to see if they are.
Right.
Like if there are two equally deserving artists that they sway toward one side or the other just because of race.
Well, that's why they boycotted it. Remember?
Oh, I know why they did it,
yeah.
But I'm saying I want to see the analytics to prove that it was happening.
Yeah. I'd like to see
rather than just people, because people love the race card.
Yeah, they like the race bait, but and I'd like to see it as well, dude. But it just as a consumer of the music, again, I don't care what color you are, but I think the best man should win. The best man should win. If you and then
regardless of color or
what is the litmus test
or genre, even in many cases. Yeah.
Right. So what is the litmus test? What is it? And we just googled it. Technically, there is no litmus test. It's just a vote of people. So it's just like, oh, I like this person. Oh, I like this person. So maybe there is no, standard. It's just
I don't think there is.
That's so crazy to me, dude.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if Kiss can be one of the biggest bands in the world. And wait, I don't even know how many years it was, but it was a long time.
Dude, imagine this. So Kiss, good example. So let's say Kiss was in it. They were nominees for like 10 years in a row, right? And Kiss has been normal Kiss putting out all this great music and huge, known worldwide. And every year for those 10 years, the new up and comer wins. Oh, we got Yellow Keyboard over Kiss. Hey, we've got Blue Orange over Kiss. Like 10 years in a row. It's like, come on, bro. What's happening here? What's happening? Who are these people? I've never even heard of you, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will say though, this year it looks like they did pretty good.
Again.
But some people, some people will look at Jack White, the White Stripes, and say, okay, so I don't know. I mean, they're newer than all the other people that got inducted.
Where you headed here?
That I think Jack White and the White Stripes is deserving myself. But some people would look at that and go, okay, this was his first year
being a nominee.
Yeah, being eligible.
That's crazy, dude. And then what what counts what makes you eligible? What is it? What is the litmus test?
Age. It's so many years after your first release, your debut album.
So, do you think there's ever been a time where someone was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that's been out for 5 years?
No.
10 years?
No, I want to say, it's at least 15 years, right?
I don't know, man.
What is the eligibility requirements for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
To be considered for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, An artist or band needs to have released their first commercial
25.
recording at least 25 years before the potential induction year. Beyond that, their music must demonstrate excellence, influence, and impact, with factors like innovation and stage presence also being considered.
Okay. So how does Kiss not fit that?
That's my whole point. That's my whole
Yeah.
point. How?
So, what year was Kiss inducted into the Hall of Fame? 2014.
Kiss was inducted into the
Crazy.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2014. The induction
What-
ceremony took place on
All
April
right,
10th,
you can stop
2014
talking.
at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York.
Thank you. What year did Kiss release their debut album?
Kiss released
74. From 74 to 14. That's is that 40 years?
40, 50 years. And they weren't deserving? That's crazy,
Hey.
dude.
They almost doubled that amount of time.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest bands in the world.
Like I'm curious, like if
I would love to go through the list of names from the year they were eligible until they actually went in and see all those people that were inducted before them.
you think Linkin Park's in the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I don't
You don't have to
I
Google
don't
it, just
believe so.
Curious if you.
No, I don't believe so. Is Linkin Park in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? No.
Okay, so all right. Do you think?
Oh, they will become eligible this year.
To 2025. That
Yeah.
means 25 years. They came out in 2000, but they've been out before 2000.
Dang, so that does mean. When did White Stripes release their debut album?
Smokey on a Google and roll.
99.
White Stripes.
This was either their first or their second year. I'm not saying they're not worthy of it, but they got in immediately.
Yeah, their first year of being eligible.
Yeah.
Something just seems weird, dude. It seems weird that they're. I don't know. It seems weird. You're
Yeah.
picking and choosing, and
Which I really like the White Stripes. I mean, even Andre was like, that's one of my favorite
he
artists
shouted
right
out,
there.
Jack.
So
but
I'm not saying they're not worthy. It just seems weird that some artists have to wait for 20, 30 years while some artists get in immediately, regardless of the impact on the music scene.
and that goes back to what I was saying is I think Outkast should have been in there before Eminem. Just they had a bigger impact at the time. I mean, they did, dude. They've been out longer. But
Well, they've been out longer.
dude,
Overall worldwide impact, I don't know about that.
they have the best-selling rap album of all
I'll
time.
keep Googling if you want.
What do you mean?
We'll Google Eminem's biggest album versus
Well, it's a fact.
The Love Below.
The Love Below Speaker Box is the best-selling album, a rap album of all time. There's no question. But is that not that? That's
What
again,
about overall sales?
well, overall, it's definitely gonna be Eminem.
Yeah.
But to
I'm
have
just saying, what trumps? Is it the one album or
that's
the
my
whole
question.
work?
That's my question. What is the litmus test? I don't
Mm-hmm.
believe there is. I don't think there is one. I just think it's a bunch of dudes that go in and politics behind the camera, behind the curtains. It's really just to get you to watch. It really is. It's,
Yeah.
A lot of it's just, hey, we need ratings. We need, like, imagine if every underground band that just hit 25 years and was just now eligible to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just all got in there of bands that no one heard of. You'd be like, okay, it's not interesting. But when you got to bring it, like, the Kiss thing is such a good one, dude. That is bananas. Like, I would like to know the years that.
I think they had a bias against them because they were a gimmick. I really think that's what it was.
That's crazy. I mean,
I think they were looking at like, well, here's this avant-garde art rock that sold a tenth of what they did, but they're gonna get in because that's real rock.
Eminem. He talks about his mom and isn't
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? Like, he's got a gimmick, you know? I mean, I don't know, dude.
Oh yeah,
He's got 3 different personalities.
yeah. He's got a lot of gimmicks. I think.
Yeah, it's I don't know, dude. It's a strange thing, and I can understand why some artists they boycott, and they're like, dude, it's cool to have on the wall, you know, and Outkast deserves it, and
Oh, they were very happy to have it.
to see Andre up there crying, dude. What gets me is just to see that clip 30 years ago. The South has got something to say. Young, you know, white-eyed and bushy-tailed, not a piece of gray on his hair, getting booed at the 95 Source Awards. 30 years later. Man, I just want to thank y'all. That made my freaking day. To see him getting booed with, like, all the
It
aggression.
made your day to see him get booed?
Yeah, they got booed in the 90s.
That made your day?
No, to see him get booed and have so much bravado. All right, y'all can boo me, but the South got something to say. While getting booed, and then 30 years later, he's up there getting praised, and now he's crying. Like, he had to go through the ringer. That made my day, dude, to be like, dude, you banged on your chest in New York, repping Atlanta when nobody effed with us, and you held it down. 30 years later, this is the hard work that I put in, and I'm finally in here. Let me cry now. That shit hurt my heart, dude. Yeah. It was like, dude, you put the work in. I took bullets when y'all wouldn't. They were like, you think, and dude, to see Goody Mob up there, to see Big Boy up there, to see Rika, man, to see so many of Atlanta pioneers who was also at the 95 Source Awards. They were all taking shots at. They're taking them bullets. But 30 years later, look at us now. Still.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah. How many of those artists that were huge in 95 are in? I mean, I guess, yeah, well, NWA is definitely in, so there's that. So some of the LA guys are in there.
Yeah?
What New York guys are in there?
I wonder, how much do you know about Craig Mack?
How much do I know about him? I heard some of his music. I don't know that much about him. Why?
So Craig Mack, before Biggie was Biggie on Bad Boy Records, Craig Mack ran Bad Boy Records. And I believe it was the 94, 95, maybe 96 Source Awards, but this dude won, I think he broke a record for like winning 9 awards that night. And y'all know this.
That's right. Yeah.
Like, he kept winning and winning and winning and winning.
Yeah, you don't think that's got anything to do with Puffy, do you?
Well, I'm sure it does.
Yeah, it did.
But now here's my question. Is Craig Mack, you think is he eligible to be in the hip hop? I mean, in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yeah. I don't know that he's going in, but he should be eligible.
Do you think Biggie's in there? Biggie's only released 2 or 3 projects. Craig Mack is. I know you want to Google it so bad.
Yeah.
Do you think he is?
I don't recall it happening, but I wouldn't be surprised if he is. Yeah.
All right? Do you think Tupac's in?
I wonder, like, how much these shortened careers, how much that takes away.
Because Biggie did not.
Well, but then again, Nirvana got in immediately when they were eligible.
Sounds like a lot of picking and choosing behind the scenes, if you ask me, man.
Of course it is. That's what they do.
It just, I don't know, man. It's like, why can't it just be a fair game? Like, why can't you just let if we got to go down to the local town hall to vote, I'm sure there are a lot of music consumers out there who will go and vote and make the actual fan vote.
It would be nice if they did it that way.
Yes, that'd be awesome,
but
dude.
It's like anything. It's a business, and like any capitalist business, they're going to tell you they have the right to pick and choose whatever they want to do and whoever they want to serve.
You got to look at it too, man. This is on prime time television. You know what I mean? Oh, this is a huge moment. Again, all due respect, and I love that these artists are getting inducted. But at the end of the day, it's still a business.
It is a business.
It's still a business, man.
Let's talk about Soundgarden, though. That's very deserving.
Yeah.
And kind of sad to see. Kind of sad to see that Chris wasn't around for it.
Rest in peace.
Man. Yeah.
That's the thing, man. I don't know, dude. Soundgarden's definitely deserving to do. Dude, that was so crazy. With Chris Cornell, let me ask you this: if Chris Cornell was still here, do you think that it would have happened the way it did?
What do you mean?
Do you think they would have been inducted like?
Oh, you think the posthumous thing makes it more likely to happen? And
that goes back to my earlier question. Do you think Biggie is in there? And if it that's kind of unfair. I get it. They're a great band. But why are you capitalizing off my...
Well, I mean, some people would look at it that way also, right? Like, how did Nirvana get in before Soundgarden?
How?
Soundgarden had a much bigger library,
Exactly. Again, now, so you made the perfect comparison. Biggie... If Biggie is in and Craig Mack's not, how is that even possible? Craig Mack's got more, and Biggie's only got 2 or 3 albums. Yeah. Nirvana's in, and Soundgarden's got way more.
I mean, I guess if you look at cultural impact, though, Craig Mack was big for a few years in the mid '90s.
So again, what?
But Biggie, like everybody on Earth knows who Biggie is.
Yeah, I mean, It's just wild to me, dude. I'm happy for Soundgarden though, man.
Could you say that about Nirvana and Soundgarden? Could you say, like, yes, Soundgarden had the bigger catalog, and overall, probably, I mean, they definitely had the staying power, you know?
And probably more
But
sales.
is it one of those things where, but everybody in the world knows Nirvana?
So it's a popularity vote.
Yeah, it's always been, right?
I guess.
Actually, you can't say that.
No.
Who knows what?
That's
Yeah, because Kiss would have been in
Thank
there.
you. That's what I'm saying this whole time. Who knows?
And maybe it's popularity with the committee that picks it. And I don't know how you get in good with them people.
Man, if anybody from that committee is watching this right now, make it available to the public. Tell us where to go. Make it a link.
That would be the fairest way to do it.
Thank you. May the best man win. No, and it may be a boring show. Your ratings may be low, but at least the artist who is deserving of winning that, or
You would think it would be even higher, though, right? If the most amount of people want to see it,
yeah,
more people are going to tune in.
you would think.
Yeah. I will say this one, though, that it was a pretty good selection because this one got more buzz. I mean, I remember we've been doing this for 5-6 years, and this one actually made news way more than the ones of the past.
Why?
I don't know. I guess it's the artist they chose. I mean, Soundgarden, Outkast, Jack White.
Man, this is one where we should have had like a stat sheet. Like we could see. All right, let's see 2000. Like 90. I know 99 was a great year for music. 1999, 2000, great year for music. I'd love to see like that rock and roll inductee. Like what would.
It would probably be. I mean, it would be all people from the 70s, and
80s.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So we'd be seeing Floyd. We'd be seeing Bee Gees. We'd be seeing, a lot of, like, I'd really, like, hell, half the bands would be AC/DC. We'd be seeing all kind of crazy stuff on here, man.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know, man.
There's going to be some good comments on this one because people are, they're going to bring up, like, well, I hated that AC/DC took so long to get in and stuff like that,
Dude, that and
it's almost like the fun-loving bands take so much longer, right?
I mean,
it's like if you make this serious and sometimes depressing music, right away. But if you're like just a fun-loving party band,
you
in. Might never get in.
Or you're not, yeah. Well, look at Outkast, man. I mean, one of the
That's some deep introspective stuff.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, Andre's in my top 5 best rappers of all time.
Right, he's in everybody's. Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, bombs over Baghdad. Huge stank on your album. I'm sorry. Everybody is going to finish this quote. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh. Everybody watching this just said that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, it's like, God, dude, y'all deserved it so much sooner, man. The popularity thing bothers me, man.
Let's see. When was Outkast's first album dropped?
That would have been Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music. I think that came out in 1990.
Did they not have one before Southern Playalistic?
Aquemini, I believe, was before.
Aquemini was after. I remember Aquemini dropping. That was like 96, 97.
Oh, well, then it definitely would have been Southern Playalistic Funky Cadillac Music. Again, look at how great that name is.
When did Southern Playalistic drop?
I'm going to say 95. 94. Okay.
So it was about 5 to 6 years after they were eligible.
Meanwhile, Eminem, Taylor Swift, come on in. What is it? Well, not Taylor
Did
Swift.
Eminem get the first years?
Bro.
No, she's not.
I know she's not eligible.
She hasn't been around long enough.
That is crazy.
That would be crazy, though, if they dropped her in immediately. Because that's royalty. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that something like that would happen.
Man, that's crazy, dude.
I mean, people talk about Taylor Swift like this is the biggest artist that ever existed.
So if it's a popularity thing, do you think the year she is eligible, she goes in? Do you think the year?
I don't know. Is it a popularity? Like you think that, but then there's other bands that were super popular that didn't get in.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
or bands that people have no idea who are and are in.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what people complain about so much is that nobody this band sold 100,000 copies. Why are they in?
Man, I don't know, dude. Just let us vote, please. Let us. And you know what?
That would solve it. No one could complain if it was just a populist vote.
And that's the thing. If you do that, Man, we could go talk about we could talk about anything when it comes to voting, and you know what I mean when I'm talking about voting. But it's like, dude, why can't the best just win? Like, even if we don't, you know what I mean? That bothers me, dude. Like,
I say that about politics.
That's what I was trying to avoid.
I'm like,
thank you for just saying it.
And like, people with the money win because they're out there running. When it should just be a popular vote.
Yeah, that's you said what I was. So now I can go down that road since you brought it up.
I mean, I'm not gonna bring up any names.
No, but we all know what you're talking about, brother. Yeah. We all know. But it's the common phrase. They're not elected. They're selected.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know.
Yep. Crazy, but yeah. Overall, a good class.
Yeah,
I think so.
It's crazy because I'm in my head. I want to refer it to like the XXL freshman class. Like, wow, who was the best? Who was the best freshman class?
The senior class.
Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. Trash talkers, we are so curious to read the comments on this one because just curious on what you guys' thoughts is on should the popularity vote count? You know, should it be us as the people who listen to the music? Are you okay with, you know, people behind the scenes picking their selecting and choosing? What are your thoughts on it, man?
That'd be cool. You know how XXL does the freshman class cipher each year. Wouldn't that be cool if there was a rock and roll inductee class cipher each time where they all got together and just made this one big song?
Imagine Soundgarden and Outkast on one song.
Yes, dude, take my money.
Soundgarden and Outkast on a song. Yeah. There you go.
Take my money
God
right now.
Dang it, dude. White. Yeah. Oh my God.
Jack White.
That'd be fire. Yeah. You see? You're welcome. Y'all can have these ideas. We're just giving y'all great ideas. There you go. Do it.
Do you want to print money or not?
I like money, buddy. I like it. Bring it on, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. This was an interesting one here, man. I'd like to go a little bit longer if you got anything else you want to talk about.
That was the topics I wanted to bring up just because it was such a big deal. Yeah. I like that they have chosen a class that got people talking. Because like I said, in the years past, it felt like nobody was even talking about it because it wasn't inspiring, you know.
You think Blondie's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I would put money that she is.
God. All right, hold on. Let's Google this. Do you think Biggie's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Just let's take a guess and then we'll Google it.
I don't recall it, so I'm going to go with no right off the top.
All right, so earlier you said everybody on Earth knows who Biggie is.
Yes.
Culturally, do you think he should be in the Hall of
Fame? Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do our Googles.
Yeah. All right. Is Biggie Smalls in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Yes.
Oh, wow.
Also known as the Notorious
That still blows my mind. He's got 2 albums.
2020. Yeah.
He was inducted posthumously as part of that year's
He went in with Whitney Houston, 9 Inch Nails, and the Doobie Brothers.
Listen, y'all can come for me if you want. Whitney Houston deserved it. Doobie Brothers deserved it. 9 Inch Nails deserved it. Biggie didn't have the catalog, dude.
Yeah, that would be the argument against Nirvana also.
Yes. Yeah. It's like you're making money off my death, man. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy, man.
But then again, like I said, everybody in the world knows who Biggie Smalls is.
Yeah, everybody knows who Whitney Houston is. But, I mean, I don't know, dude.
All right, let's check out Blondie. Yes, Blondie was inducted in 06.
Of course she is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What about Tupac? Did Tupac go in?
Dude, hold on, wait a minute. Right? If Biggie is in and Tupac is not, that's crazy.
That's definitely some bias there.
Tupac put out more albums when he was dead than he was alive.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to.
It went in 2017.
Oh, well, I was finna flip some shit here, but that would have been crazy, man. That would have been crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, those are names that everybody in the world knows, so it only makes sense that they would be in.
Yeah, but again, what is the test? What is it? Is it cultural impact? Is it popularity? Is it record sales? Is it albums?
They would say it's just this amalgamation of all of everything. Yeah, but nobody really knows what the breakdown is of that.
Trash talkers, man, you guys let us know down in the comment section. What do y'all think about this situation?
Yeah.
Not only just the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but the Grammys or nominees, whatever voting thing that involves celebrities or artists. What are your thoughts on that?
And give us that list of who should be in that is not.
Or give us a list who should not be in. That is.
Yeah,
I'd like to
exactly.
see that
Yeah.
one too. You got anything else for him, Smoke Dog?
I guess that's it for this week.
That's it for this week. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this episode of the Trash Talkers Podcast. Again, the top 3 comments get read on the next podcast. With that being said, my name's Behringer Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez Cowell.
And we are
over. Out. Deuces. Yeah, boy.